Ava only as a purple octopus. And so Ava is our community leader, and I want to introduce her to our wider community. She's been with us for a while. She started off like so many people like you in the community. They invested in us, invested in the tokens, participated. As everybody knows, my recruitment strategy is basically to beg good people to come and work for us. So Ava has agreed to do that. She's going to join us full time. She is so dedicated that she actually gave birth to her first child on Valentine's Day, which was, she did it to time it with our launch day. So I'm going to let Ava speak in just a minute about a really exciting program that she's got, because when I took this company public, so to speak, over a year ago, I did it because I knew I could never achieve the objectives on my own, or even with a core team of really dedicated people, that I really needed a community, people who would act as evangelists for us to go out and explain fluid finance to the world. So Ava is going to explain a program about how we're going to harness the power of our community. The next new face is Surya. So Surya has an amazing background in crypto. He's very passionate about crypto. He hasn't used traditional finance since 2019. And he joins us out of Dubai. So he is going to essentially run a lot of our like marketing social media channels. That's his expertise. It's a behind the scenes role. He's doing it together with Tina. And then sitting above them is Jessica as our chief marketing officer. So Surya is going to introduce himself second, and he's going to talk about some of the cool things that our marketing team has coming. You probably know it was since Western Easter Monday that Nick essentially moved our pools from SushiSwap to our new, what we call single point liquidity pools. So really that was the first opportunity. It's such an amazing thing in crypto because it's the first time that essentially you can trade at like a really clear known price without price impact. So we're going to get into that next. And then later, Igor and Mike are going to talk about the tech side of things. Nikolai might join them as well. And then Mike is also going to talk about what the food is like in Georgia. As you know, Mike is here mainly because he makes an amazing falafel. And so he will get into the details of Georgian food and wine. So Nick will also talk as well about some of the DeFi stuff. So let's start with Ava talking about how we're going to harness the power of our community.
Thanks for that introduction, Robert. It's great to be on this side of the community calls for the first time. Usually I watch together with the community on YouTube. So it's nice to be here today to actually present to you guys where we are on setting up our ambassador program. We're really excited about it. It's really us trying to harness our community, everything that a lot of you are doing anyways, like promoting us on different channels and supporting us in any way that you can. Now, finally, we're going to set up a framework where we can actually reward this in the way that you all deserve. So we're really, really excited about this. What the basic idea of the ambassador platform is it's going to be an online platform, a separate online platform, where we can track engagement across all of our socials. So be it our YouTube, our Twitter, our TikTok, we will be able to integrate all of it into one platform to see, what you guys are up to out there. We will reward your guys' content, your guys' contribution, anything that you come up with to support the project, we will reward via this platform. One idea is that we also want to build localized or specialized communities or teams. For example, we can have a French community, a USA community, or a Fluid Fam Russia, and so on. Or we can have task teams like Team Twitter, Team Discord. So we can really do some more community building across our platforms rather than just being separate on someone just being on the Telegram or just being on the Discord or the TikTok or whatever it may be. Of course, we will also have a Fluid OG community for you guys that have been here from the start and are still here to support us. You guys, there will be special rewards for you guys and special points. So we really want to make it a priority to reward our longtime supporters and community members when we set up this program. We will be able to set up tasks for you, and a lot of them, like Twitter engagement, for example, will be automated and will not have to be rewarded manually. So we can really track a lot of engagement without having to use an impossible amount of manpower for it. So that's what's really, really great about this new platform that we're going to use. How you guys want to become active is virtually limitless. If you want to write a Medium post or do a Reddit thread, you can refer friends. You can be active on our Telegram, on our Discord, whatever it is that you want to contribute or how you want to promote our project, the Fluid family. You will be able to earn points for it, and we will be able to reward you, all of your contributions. Also, another point that I really like about this is that it's very transparent for our community, for our users. At any time that you log in, you will know exactly how many points you have earned and what rewards you can redeem them for. So there will be no question marks about where you are in the leaderboard. There will be no question marks about what your rewards can be. You will know this before you do a task. You will know what your rewards for this task can be. We will try to have a really good selection of rewards. I'm not going to announce them just yet because that will be also when we set up the platform, we will show you more. But what I can say is that we really want to put up some really good rewards, some incentivizing rewards for you guys. And we really want to make sure that our long-time community members will be rewarded and advantaged in this. I know some of you guys are even involved with me in setting up this reward, so it's already something that the community is involved in. I'm also in DMs with a lot of you and talks with a lot of you about your ideas for this platform, what you would like to see. So I'm hoping we can integrate all of this, all of you, and together we can hopefully make this a really, really great platform going forward. So that's it in a nutshell.
So that's great. Thanks, Eva. And thanks again for investing in the company. It was really nice to meet you for the first time in London. We went for drinks together with some other people that are in London. And it's the first time I've ever gone to a pub wondering what somebody looked like and knowing them only as a purple octopus. So it's really cool that you're like actually a normal functioning human being. So, all right, Surya, tell us a bit about yourself and what's coming up for marketing.
Yeah, definitely. Very excited to be here. Thank you, Eva, for introducing our amazing ambassador program. And thank you, Robert, for giving such an amazing intro as well. So hello, everyone. I'm Surya. I joined the Fluid family a couple of weeks ago as head of marketing. Previously, I was working as head of marketing as well for crypto summit called AIBC Summit in Malta. And I was part of growing the event from the scratch to almost 8,000 attendees. So I was managing everything related to website, SEO, PR, email, as well as social media side of things to make sure that the engine is functioning correctly and also growing according to the plans of the event itself. And I'm very excited to join the team alongside Jessica and Tina, and also to work with them to formulate the overall marketing strategy, as well as responsible for the execution itself. So actually, I'm based in Dubai, but when I realized that our tech team are based in Georgia, I just went over there to meet the people behind the amazing platform that we have managed to build, and to get to know everyone as well as the platform itself. And that really gave me the energy and the insight into how much work was put into built the platform itself. And then again, I came over to Geneva to meet our core team to also know the vision behind the project itself, from the founders, from Alex Vick, and from also our advisor, Damien Horner. So it was really productive sessions in the last couple of days as well. And we have really redefined the product offering, the messaging across some of our main services as well. I'm not going to go into details as of yet, as we're going to make a big splash about it. But over the next few days, starting from next week, you'll be seeing a lot of interesting stuff from across our social media. And I'm just going to quickly show you what we're up to and what we started doing just today. Let me share my screen quickly. Well, that's just one of the things, but there are a lot of other interesting videos as well. We don't want you to get blocked using the traditional system. So, use Fluid, and, you'll be seeing a lot of interesting videos and campaigns across our main product offering as well. We also have a lot of testimonials coming from the people who really used our app and who really liked the way we do things and the product itself. So stay tuned and keep supporting us on the socials as you have always been doing. So thank you very much.
That's great, Surya. Thank you. And it's good to know, important for you to know that with our Fluid community, they don't really care that much about the tech. What they really want to see is cool videos and memes. So with a lead into memes, like Nick, what is going on in the DeFi and meme corner of things?
I have been responsible for the latest memes. I was more busy with coding. We got the full circle set up now with the new pools. Everything going great so far. We are keeping an eye on it to keep them balanced, so that there's always liquidity available in both sides, to on-ramp or off-ramp. So far, everything looking good. We are now working on the one-click savings and one-click investment products, so that we can push the mobile app soon as well. And yeah, so far everything looking good.
I'm always curious, inside the company, I'm trying to figure out, like, are more people like on-ramping into crypto, or are they off-ramping in the last week?
From what we've seen so far, it has actually been fairly balanced, with a slight lean towards the on-ramping. So there's a little less ETH in the pools right now than what we started with. So people seem to be wanting to get rid of their fiat currencies and more get into some proper, soon to be deflationary assets. And they seem to be happy to take the ETH. But overall, it is fairly balanced, which is good, because that will allow the pool to work without much rebalancing and manual interference. So far it looks good, but we will keep an eye on it as we grow and as the pool will see more usage, to make sure there's always enough liquidity and it is keeping balance in both sides.
Okay, that's great. Well, listen, I hope you get your priorities right in the future and do less coding and more memes, because that's what the community really wants. So, all right, like Nikolai and Igor and Misha, do you want to talk about some of the tech stuff? We did like a really cool show and tell from our tech team yesterday to basically the whole marketing community, and including our chairman, Alex Vick.
Yeah. Hey everyone, true. It was almost 3 hours show and tell between marketing team and the tech team. We spoke about our achievements. We spoke about our nearest and future plans. We discussed a lot of important stuff, like starting from wording and some business aspects and business concepts. And it was really useful meeting, and we decided to meet more often between whole team and whole marketing team to be on the same page. And hopefully it will be really at least once or twice a month. Right now we want to show you the shorter version of our presentation, not 3 hours, of course, and talk with you about our achievements, maybe make some short demos. Mike will help me with that, and discuss some important functionality that we are going to provide you soon. Okay, let me share my screen. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's briefly go through current delivery. I think everyone already tested our production and demo applications, and we got a lot of your feedback, and of course it was really important. We fixed a lot of issues with your help. So just for as a reminder, we made a register and login page. We made a KYC provider that helps us to know our customers. We provided bank account creation for currencies at the moment, but it can be easily we can easily add more currencies, digital currencies and cryptocurrencies. We just need to establish everything with for current. We provided your mint and redeem functionality. What is these functionalities most popular at the moment? We provided exchange and weekend exchange. As maybe our old users can remember, it was 3.2% during weekend exchange fees. But right now, we deleted these 3% fees, and now it is only 0.2%. We provided top-up account using local payments and international payments. We provided money out feature. We provided AML checks, and some of transactions were declined by this AML. But still, we have more than 95 transactions in our green list. We provided swap functionality. It is kind of fresh functionality, and maybe Mike wants to tell you more and show some demo about these swap functionality. So Mike, go on, please.
Hi guys. Yes, swap functionality. Nick told about that, speak about that a little bit. So now you will be able, thanks to that functionality, swap change between Ethereum to DUSD and from DUSD to Ethereum. So let me share my screen and show you something. Yeah, here it is. That's a swap UI. Here you see your Ethereum balance. Here you see your DUSD balance. And now you can swap inside Fluid application your Ethereum to DUSD and back. So before that, you had to go to some multiple exchanges like SushiSwap or something like that. But we decided to implement that feature inside our application. And a little bit later, we decided to make it public to everyone, so that now I'm a registered user. You can even log out and access that feature without signing in to the application. So that feature is available to everyone. I guess it's awesome because you don't even have to create the account, and you can instantly exchange your Ethereum to DUSD and back. So that's a super fresh feature. Well, some bugs. That's okay. It's my local development branch. So on production, you won't see that. So yeah, that's the most exciting feature from the last weeks. Also, we had some progress in integrating with our American partners. I'm talking about bond integration. So soon, I hope next week or next 2 weeks, we will be able to create accounts for USA citizens. Yeah, that's it. That's a little bit.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, let's continue. Yesterday, we showed to our chairman a feature that he really cares a lot about, our digital cash accounts. Our chairman, together with Robert and team, see a big future for these digital cash accounts, because they are absolutely open for everyone around the world transfer money between these digital cash accounts absolutely instant. No, there are no fees, etc., etc. And of course, you can in future you will receive some income holding this digital cash. You will be able to buy some investments, etc., etc. But right now, I think less than 24 hours ago, we deployed it on production. So everyone around the world can go into our production application, can register, and can receive his digital cash account without passing any KYC. That's great news. You can just try it yourself and send us your feedback. Also, we integrated with Merkle Science. It is just to control some money flows. We check user wallets if they don't participate in some dirty money transfers, like, I don't know, kidnapping, weapon trading, or drugs selling, etc., etc. And some additional functionality like BI system to understand your behavior better, to understand what is happening on our accounts, where are our users from mostly, etc., etc. And of course, we need to support our clients. I think everyone loves Sergey. Everyone spoke with Sergey. He has some meme names inside our French community, especially like Hitman, like KGB agent. So I really appreciate you love Sergey, and of course we need to provide some instruments to Sergey, like support portal, like Zendesk, like admin panel, to investigate some strange behaviors and fix some bugs. Same for mobile app. We are working not only for web application. Some of our users, our closest friends, has access to our beta mobile application. We are still fixing some bugs, but I hope our mobile application release is not very far, and all the bugs and all the functionality will be provided by the mobile application really soonish. What is almost ready? Almost ready at first, our European cards for individuals. We just dealing with some little issues with our partners. And after these issues will be fixed, we can provide you with cards. And we are still discussing designs, because we want these designs of our cards to be breathtaking, to be unforgettable, and we want every person to own our card, not only because of the functionality, but because of how beauty is our cards. Also, we are working on fluid cards for fluid holders. So we are not be restricted only by European Union. If you are fluid holder, you can get fluid corporate card and use it around the world. This functionality is not too far, and we hope we will provide it really soonish as well. Same for corporate cards, but we started discussing so that maybe it is not so important task, because we want to think about our physical users at first, our individuals clients, but still it is not very far to deliver. Here are some screens for, of course, I forgot to mention that we will support US citizens very soonish, and the interface will be quite different from interface for European citizens. Here is example of topping up account, and here you can see that you can link your already existed account from other bank to your Fluid account, and you can top up money from this account directly to Fluid. And then, of course, you can do the same things as Europeans: mint, redeem, swap, etc., etc. Also, internal transfers are almost ready. This functionality will help you and us to send money to your friends only if you know their email or nickname or phone number. So it is enough, for example, if you called yourself Amazon Prime, you can send your nickname to your friend, and he can send you some DUSD or USD or GBP in just providing your nickname. Of course, we are caring about your security and your privacy. That's why here you can see in the right corner of slide, you can see that you can allow or disallow search, global search by nickname, by email, or by phone. So if you don't want to be searched by other Fluid users, you can disable these triggers, and no one will know that you're our client. But I think who wants to keep his email or his nickname out of other people from Fluid family? Okay, next feature is sending money to non-registered email. It is about if your, I don't know, friend, mother, father, brother, etc., girlfriend is not Fluid user at all at the moment, you can send him, her money only knowing his or her email. And he will receive this email that, hey, someone wants to send your 1,000 USD or DUSD. Please go to follow the link and ask for security code. Why security code? Because of course, people can make mistakes in emails, and then they can lose money. That's why we will provide you with a security code, which will you send to your to the person you want to send money. It is a cool feature to get more users, to get more involvements, and there is no need for you to explain to your relatives how to use application. You just can send them a couple of boxes, and our marketing team, our UX team will do everything for you. They will explain and board them, and they become part of Fluid family. Also, there is a really wanted feature from our community, notifications, and it is almost ready as well. We will have, I think, 7 types of notifications. One of them is presented here. It is just a menu in a web application where you can see some notifications about transactions, some notifications about system notifications, and of course it will be some marketing and release notifications here as well. In another screen, you can see some pop-up notifications. These notifications will appear when something goes wrong, something urgent happened, and we really need your attention. Otherwise, everything will be hidden under this bell menu. Also, we will provide with email notifications, SMS notifications, if you want to be notified by SMS, of course. We will provide with mobile notifications when our mobile application will be released on production. And these, I don't know how to call it, splash screen notifications when we, for example, you launch your application for first time, or maybe after a big release. We will try to tell you some our news, some updates, etc. with these splash screens. That's it. Another feature we ready to release, and it will be released hopefully next week, is bank statements, because a lot of people asking us where I can get this bank statement. And here you are. We are hearing you. We realized that you really need this statement, and it will look like that. There are 8 kinds of bank statements: transactions statements, account statements, depending on account, and of course, it is a revolution. We will have crypto exchange and mint and redeem transactions in these statements. So you can provide these details for any other organization that is asking for such an information. And future plans, savings, we are still working on product. Interfaces are ready, backend is ready. We are working on product, and we really hope that it will be really soon, and we can provide you with our savings product. Same for investments. This quarter we are planning to provide you with investments functionality. And some other plans like Pacific Asia market, more currencies and digital currencies, Asia, Latin America, North Africa markets, adding more investment products, localizations, and of course we really cares about quality. That's why we started writing fully automated end-to-end tests, starting from front end, from login page, ending with logout. And one feature is I liked very much. It was idea discussed between Robert and Igor, is streaming money between Fluid users. Maybe Igor or Robert, do you want to talk about this feature? Because
I can. Okay, so the idea is rather simple. So there are a lot of places this can be applied, but the simplest example would be the streaming of the, say, payroll. So currently, usually, if you use the TradFi, each transaction costs quite some fees. And unfortunately, since we have to comply with all the regulations and we can't send SWIFT payments for free, you potentially even seen that some transfers might be very expensive. If you are in the Fluid world, those transfers are practically free. What we can do leveraging this functionality is that we can allow you to actually not just send money onto a specific interval of time, like a month or manually, but rather we can allow to power some new flows of money. Like it's currently streaming is everywhere, like on the Netflix and Twitch, on every market. Streaming is becoming more and more. And for that to work, it would be cooler if you would be able not to just send money in the fixed intervals, like this month this amount and next month this, but rather stream X amount of money per X minutes or potentially even seconds to someone. Imagine someone is your employee, like I am, for example, and I don't want to wait for a month to get my payment for the month. It would be so much cooler if I would be just getting some minor amounts, but still every minute or at least an hour. This would allow me to go to the shop every time I know I need so, and not to wait for my paycheck to finally arrive. Plus, it can also leverage some nice, let's call it, potential credit systems that we could provide for our users. If you know that you have this kind of income, which is dynamic, but you know exactly how much you will get in how much time, this can allow for some more elaborate and nice or maybe fun schemes to credit or debit users in future. But yeah, we will elaborate on that later.
Thanks, Igor. So, Sergey cannot participate. Robert, sorry, you want to tell something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Unfortunately, Sergey cannot participate in today's meetings, but he provided some statistics to you that how his support team worked, and he really proud that most of tickets were resolved in one day. You can see more than 70% your requests were resolved in one day. First resolution time median is 3 hours, less than 3 hours. Full resolution time is 6 hours, and I think it is absolutely amazing statistics. One-touch tickets meant that tickets were closed by one reply is 70%, and 80% of tickets were closed by 2 replies. That's amazing work, and thanks Sergey for dealing with so much requests, and he told that most of the requests are unique ones, and you always ask him tricky questions, not a standard ones. Another thing to announce, we redesigned our support portal, and we were really surprised that we have so much views, sometimes up to 60 views per day. And you can see median is somewhere about 15 days, 15 views per day on our support portal. We will continue to provide useful and useful and good information on our support portal, and we will try to extend it with more useful features as well. And here is some statistic that the most popular page was about which countries are allowed to sign up and transfers. The second was about 2FA. The third is about Fluid token. Future plans for support is tight integration with application and integration with our partners, card providers, to support you with some card issues that of course will appear sometimes. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. And here is an image of your favorite person in the company. Thank you, guys.
That was great. That was an excellent tech update. Thanks a lot, Nikolai and Igor and Misha. And now, Misha, tell us what the food is like in Georgia. Can you get a good falafel in Tbilisi?
Well, actually, there are a lot of really cool vegan places. I visited almost all of them. I have some favorite places, but for sure, my favorite place is my home because I cook like better than anyone. It goes without saying.
That's great. That's amazing. Thank you. So I'm going to share like two different screens that I've got. One is an overview of what our cards, some of our cards are looking like. So let me see if I can do it here. So this is these are two different card designs that we're probably going to go with. We're able to print small batch cards for physical cards in runs of 1,000 each. These are ones that are going to start next week. We can always do other ones. We're going to involve our community as well. I know that like Ava and Surya and the marketing team would like people to like give their idea of it. So here are like here are a couple of them. So there's a black card here with fluid finance on it. There's another card here, which is a wild card, it says. It has fluid branded on the back. There's a lot of wordplay that's going on with this that the marketing team is playing with. Lots of cool marketing stuff coming up based on that. So there's a view of some cards. I know that in the group over the next few weeks, we'll be asking you for your opinion of different cards. We're also creating different levels of like card categories. They're supposed to be designed to be like fun and cool. The amazing thing about these cards, like Nikolai talked about a little bit, is that we also have fluid cards coming, which are our own corporate cards. And so if you're a fluid token holder, you can get free fluid cards and you can spend our digital cash on those fluid cards globally. So no matter where you're from, you know, at the moment we've signed banking deals in the European Union, the United Kingdom, and the United States, which is amazing, right? Those are like, you know, three enormous areas to be like offering banking services in through our partners. And you can get like cards, individual cards in those areas. In Europe and the UK, they're MasterCards. In the United States, they're Visa cards. It's really, really cool. You know, what we're offering now, in addition, is to everybody who is a fluid token holder globally, no matter where you live, you're able to like have a fluid card, a fluid corporate card. So basically, you know, you're not just like a token holder, a community member, but you're really classified as part of the inside of Fluid Finance SA here in Geneva. And so you will be able to spend your digital cash, digital dollars, digital euros. We're expanding that to 32 different currencies that you can spend on your Fluid card. You can also withdraw cash from that throughout the MasterCard network globally. So there's really, really cool stuff coming. The cards also have like, some of them have like pretty interesting designs. They have like colored edges. It's like, anyway, it looks really cool. And that goes from that's our basic level card. Then we have our corporate cards all the way up to our crypto whale account cards, which we're going to like roll out soon as well. So the next thing I want to share is our internal view. So, you know, when we sketch things out, we use Miro boards. So this is our Fluid account. So I just want to take you through it. Everybody knows what a bank account is. What is a Fluid account? So a Fluid account essentially is something you can open no matter where you are, anywhere in the world. You can open it only with like an email. This is coming extremely soon. We're going to launch it in May. We're going to have a big marketing push behind it. The thing is that you can open traditional bank accounts with us as well if you're in our jurisdiction. Basically, if you're European, British, or American, from those traditional bank accounts, you can connect it up to your Web3 wallet, and you can like essentially you can on-ramp and off-ramp out of crypto. You can mint and redeem through our pools. It's really an incredible invention, but it doesn't allow people from everywhere else in the world to participate in this. So this is a way for anybody anywhere in the world to open essentially what is like a digital bank account only with an email address. As we go up through certain amounts of money that are sent in, there's differing levels of KYC, but you can instantly create an account, not only for yourself, but your friends, family. You can send money to people. They get a reminder or a notice that money has been sent to you, digital dollars has been sent to you. All you need to do is to click here to open an account. And so we're really excited about it. One of the reasons why I am particularly excited about it is that these accounts allow us to offer more benefits than we could in the traditional space. One is payments. So from our Fluid accounts with our digital currency, we can send money. It's free, it's instant, it's global. It's kind of like Venmo globally, or it's any sort of payment system, but without any borders to it. And so the other thing that we're offering is we're offering a 6% rate of interest in dollars on these Fluid accounts. So when you send money into us in dollars, automatically the base rate that you get is 6%. And what we do with that, the way we generate that is we essentially use that liquidity in our pools, and you get some of the trading fees from the pools that pay the 6%. So not only is it this, it's the philosophy behind Fluid Finance, even behind our name. It's this seamless movement from the traditional space to the crypto world and back. And it brings the benefits for the first time, really, of LPing into what is essentially a bank account, but you don't need to have a MetaMask. And so you don't need to have a Web3 wallet. So it opens it up for really mass adoption, and not only of individuals, but also of institutions. And lastly, what can you do with your Fluid account, with your digital cash? You can spend that digital cash on your Fluid card. If you have at least one Fluid token, you can spend it anywhere in the world on the MasterCard network. And you can also withdraw money from cash machines. Wherever you are, anywhere in the world, we're starting with 4 currencies. Eventually, we're going to roll out 32 currencies. So the user essentially acquires digital cash from us, from Fluid Finance. It works the same as many people have seen before. It goes into our treasury account that's broadcast on chain. So everybody can see that the digital dollars or the digital euros or the digital whatever that we have is completely backed in our custodial accounts. And so from your digital cash account, you can, if you don't want it to use it within the Fluid world, you can send it out to your Web3 wallet. It's absolutely no problem. If you want to use it within Fluid Finance, you can do transfers, like I said, free, instant, global to other Fluid users or people who are prompted to open a Fluid account. You can also send it out to chain. Even if you yourself don't have a MetaMask, you can send it to an on-chain address. You can spend it. You can spend it on your MasterCard. You can exchange it within Fluid Finance. You automatically get a base savings rate. It's 6% in dollars. We have other savings products coming. We have our investment products, both the savings products and the investment products and the boring products are all digital. And so investment products, for example, we're going to do a deal with one of our great partners where we can offer stocks, for example. So we're going to start with Tesla and Apple. So you can buy a fraction token of a stock of Apple and Tesla, which are held one for one. Every single thing that we do is completely one-to-one backed and is transparently available on chain. So there's an overview essentially of what our Fluid accounts will look like. And so when you hear us talking about digital cash, it's self-explanatory. It's this, it's a digital dollar, it's a digital euro or whatever that you can use throughout the entire digital world. You can use it both through our partners that we're going to do deals with. So you can think of people who have NFTs, metaverse, gaming companies, etc. Or you can just simply connect it up to your Web3 wallet and send it out, and you can use it yourself throughout the entire crypto space. So that is what is coming. So why don't we go now to questions? Max, do we have questions from the community? Otherwise, I have a list of a few that I've been asked that I can answer.
Yep. The first question is, how far away is Apple and Google Pay after the card launch?
So that depends on what jurisdiction you're in. So in the European Economic Area or the United Kingdom, we're offering MasterCards. And so those MasterCards, the MasterCards, they're virtual and they're physical. They are going to be available for Apple Pay and Google Pay. They're not available yet. Technically it's a pain. We've moved from a 6-digit BIN number to an 8-digit BIN number, which is not compatible yet with, because our cards are so new, which is not compatible with Apple Pay and Google Pay. That will be coming soon. So I don't know exactly when that is. We expect that to be coming within a few months. In the United States, we're also just about ready to launch in the United States. Those are Visa cards, and the Visa cards for Americans will be available on Apple and Apple Pay and Google Pay immediately as soon as we launch. So that is launching in May.
Perfect. And what is the general plan for DUSD adoption?
So like I was just explaining, you know, the heart of what we're doing is basically going to be these fluid accounts. And so, you know, I know there's some crypto people that will say, well, I don't need a custodial account. Well, you've already got a custodial account if you've got a bank account, and we want to replace bank accounts. And essentially what we want to do is we want to be, well, obviously it's a much better, much cooler bank account. I love the idea that Fluid is like this love child of like a bank and a crypto exchange in the crypto world. And so you can connect up with everything with us. You know, it's a very libertarian philosophy. So if you don't want to have anything within Fluid Finance, connect up your Web3 wallet and send it out. There are a lot of people, however, who are probably not as like, you know, crypto geeky or smart or whatever as our community. They don't trust themselves with private key management. There are institutions who actually cannot custody their own funds. They need a custodian, which is us. And so we expect there will be a lot of people who will adopt our Fluid accounts, digital cash. One, because you can you can send it around the world. Like I said, free, instant, global. That's where we're going to attack the remittance market. 6% on your US dollars or digital US dollars. So we're going to attack the core banking market, which is $72 trillion market. And it's also something where you can like practically spend it. So if you like send it to like, you know, a friend of yours who's in Thailand and they have at least one Fluid tokens with a push button, they can get like buy a Fluid token. They can also get a Fluid card. They get a Fluid corporate card on the MasterCard network. And so they can like spend that money that you've sent to them. So the adoption really focuses on one side on partnerships. So we are looking and we're active discussions with large NFT, gaming, metaverse, et cetera type companies, probably which are household names for many of you. So we will do partnerships with them. We also obviously are going to like be spreading the word that this is like, you know, this is a better alternative than using an exchange. Our crypto marketing, like Surya showed you, is, you know, it's the best on and off ramp. It's the best way to get in and out of crypto. So much better than exchanges. It's much faster. It's much cheaper. It's much more convenient. The idea is that we're building essentially a global financial super app that merges together the crypto space and the traditional space. So, you know, I think a lot of people think that the product is such a compelling product. For sure, we're going to be getting out some much more really, really cool marketing and also working with partners.
Nice. No more questions from me.
Somebody asked earlier about the 6%, was it Sharia compliant? And so I know that Nick and Torab have been working on like some aspects of a Sharia compliant product. Anything that essentially is not like known in advance, the interest rate, so it doesn't qualify explicitly as interest or riba, as it's called in Islamic finance, would qualify. So we are going to be working with people to make sure that the trading fees that we get from our pools are Sharia compliant. Well, I'm also looking to sign a banking deal in the United Arab Emirates. So hopefully we will be able to do that in addition to like the European Union or the European Economic Area, the UK and the US. We're also looking to sign deals in different jurisdictions. We already have tentatively signed a deal to launch in Canada. We're waiting to launch in Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, and Japan. There's a few other like really cool jurisdictions that are coming. So one of them in the UAE, we will be focusing on offering this in a Sharia compliant way. So if there's no other questions, I have like two very quick last things. One is that we're launching an online store that's coming soon. So it's got like Fluid branded clothing. I think Ava and Tina, I heard them talking about like as you get enough community points, you also can like win branded clothing. So I know that some branded clothing has actually arrived. So like you have like some cool hats and stuff like that that are like that are like for Fluid. They're in white and black. There's lots of other like really cool stuff that's coming, including like including t-shirts, and I heard that there's branded lollipops as well. So that is coming. The last announcement is that we're hiring. If you can code in Golang or Flutter or Solidity, Vue.js, like we'd love to hear from you. As you know, like we not only like love to hire from our community very talented people, We also transform people's lives. So all of you know who originally was like Dr. Alex Spedding, who has a PhD in computer science. Then he became Amazon Prime Wolverine as he joined his community. You should know that he's changed his name now that he's moved to Geneva, and he goes by Alexandre. And he would be here today, but I know that he has been overwhelmed with Tinder dates. Since he changed his profile, he cut his hair, he got rid of the cat pic, and he's having an amazing time. So if you want to go from like being a really, really talented developer who's living at home with your mom to somebody who is overwhelmed with like offers from like cool companies like ours and Tinder dates, you should reach out to us, please. So that's it. That's great. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate your involvement with Fluid Finance.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye.